The iPad mini 7 is not a huge update, and in fact, you should probably skip it. In this video, I'm gonna go over a bunch of reasons why you should be skipping the 2024 iPad mini 7, and you might wanna look at other options. The iPad mini 7 is getting a chip upgrade to the A17 chip, but it's not gonna be an M series chip, which kind of sucks. According to Apple, the A17 chip is powerful enough to give a 30% performance boost in CPU performance and a 25% boost in GPU performance in comparison to the previous iPad mini. And let's be honest, the A17 Pro chip will be powerful enough to do most day-to-day tasks such as checking emails, browsing the web, watching Netflix. But if you think about what Apple has been pushing lately, that is the M series chip. Apple has been adding that to all of their more recent tablets and laptops because they're really focusing on being able to do a lot of powerful tasks on them. It kind of makes the iPad mini 7 look like the outlier of the tablet lineup. Also, something that I do think is really important is that the A17 chip, in comparison to like an M series chip, is probably not going to get as much years of support. That means that the shelf life is probably going to be reduced in comparison to like the M4 chip. And in comparison with the last gen, the iPad mini 6, that has the A15 chip, and the A17 Pro and the A15 chip, they're quite similar in terms of speed. You might even want to buy those. The next reason why you might want to skip the iPad mini 7 is the price. And at first glance, $499 seems like a very attractive price, especially since they doubled the storage space to 128 gig as opposed to 64 gig from before. And naturally, I was super excited about that. But when you really look at the price and what you get versus what you don't get, the list of what you don't get is a lot longer than the list of what you get. This has kind of been a very minor update. Really, there are new colors, the new chip, and more storage. But at the end of the day, you're missing some key components. If you paid $100 more, you can get the iPad Air, which has the M2 chip, which will have longer support, and maybe a bigger screen if you don't mind compromising on that. It's literally the same display quality as the previous generation. Now, the third reason why you might want to avoid the iPad mini 7 is Apple Intelligence. The problem with Apple Intelligence is that Apple is using this to be the biggest selling feature of the iPad mini 7. It's in all of the marketing, which is very similar to what they did with the iPhone 16, which left a lot of people disappointed. The thing is, Apple Intelligence, while as great as it looks, it's still not really been released. Apple said that most of the features will actually be out in 2025, next year. And the thing is, we don't even know when next year that's going to be coming out. So if the biggest selling point is Apple Intelligence and we don't have it, then that kind of removes the main reason to upgrade to this device if you have the older iPad mini 6 or before that. So the iPad mini 7 will come out and feel very similar to the previous iPad, and the AI features won't be enough to differentiate from that. iPad mini Pro is rumored to be coming out in the next few years, and if you have the iPad mini 6th gen, then you can kind of skip this device and go straight for that one. The rumors are suggesting that it could be coming out with a 120Hz display that is OLED, an M series chip, and a bigger display with less bezels. So since the main thing about the iPad mini is the smaller display, this thing will still have that. It'll still give you everything that you like about the iPad mini, but it's gonna be a Pro version, so you're gonna have a better display. At the end of the day, I might buy it to test it out just because I do like the mini form factor in general, and that's really what's attracted me to the device. But other than that, the things that I'm talking about are still very valid reasons. Let me know if you're gonna be skipping or buying the iPad mini 7 in the comments down below. And while you're there, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.